Welcome to Radiance Point. This is a space to celebrate your aliveness and well-being. My name is Jessie, and this video is about how to position your body when you would like to be comfortable doing something meditative. And I'll focus specifically on standing postures. So in any meditative experience, there's a variety of shapes in which you could put your body. It's always important to find something that is comfortable and safe. Promoting ease in the body is going to help you maintain alertness and enjoy the most benefit from your practice. In any position, there are two criteria that I really find helpful to keep in mind. The first is symmetry. Is it possible for your body to be fairly symmetric? We're all navigating different physical structures, but to the extent that's accessible to you, might the balance of weight be equal between sides? The second thing that I find really helpful is an elongated spine. So again, when possible, can the spine be free and long? And this really supports the breath moving smoothly as well as alertness. So to consider a standing position to have a meditative experience, I like to start by just gently moving my body around, perhaps even just bouncing and shaking a little bit. And this helps me orient towards this position in gravity and eventually find somewhere to settle in. Well, you could also roll back and forth on the feet. Let the hands and arms move as they need to help keep you balanced, side to side. Really anything here to start cultivating that awareness and relationship with your body. Any movement that's fairly gentle and rhythmic can be helpful at getting stabilized. And so as you're ready, come into stillness. So finding symmetry in a standing position. One thing to consider is, where are your feet? They can often feel comfortable in many bodies if they're relatively beneath the hips. You can think about the legs acting as pillars between the hips and heels. Toes generally pointed forward, but you might find a slight turnout is comfortable. I know for me, after years of ballet dancing, even though they were decades ago, I'm still more comfortable with a slight turnout. The stance of the legs can be adjusted for you, but fairly even, again, thinking symmetry. Having a sense of the elongated spine, I find it helpful to imagine the tailbone dropping slightly. So this starts elongation from the tip of the spine, and I can imagine the spine long all the way up. The chest can lift forward and extending through the crown of my head. So with this symmetry and elongated spine, the question then often is, what do I do with my hands? So whatever is most comfortable, where there's the least work and least distraction, is your best option. So that might be arms extended down by the sides and fingertips pointing towards Mother Earth in a really relaxed way. That could be hands on the belly or in the heart space. You could find hands on the waist or hips. Hands on the back body with fingertips pointed down. So you'll want to experiment for yourself and see where placing your hands on the body can be most helpful. So from this standing, symmetrical, elongated position, we'll spend just a moment here. Notice how it feels. And check in with the body. Is there anything that could relax even slightly? Let go a little bit to create softness or ease. And if there is, that's something you can invite. So for example, for me, it's often softening my knees a little bit so they're supple, not locked or strained. And also checking in with my chin to make sure it's fairly level and not tilted upwards so that I could gaze towards the horizon. You might notice little micro movements, the body keeping itself in balance, and that is completely wonderful and welcome. So in summary, the standing posture will support you most when you are at ease and feeling comfortable and safe. And ways to achieve this can be through symmetry, an elongated spine, finding a place on the body where the hands can rest without distraction, and inviting in moments of ease and relaxation. Even micro releases in the body can be so supportive. So I'm wishing you wonderful meditative experiences and lots of deep comfort.